you. So, who would like to start off explaining this week what occurred?
Dude, I would, but I really forgot. Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't it you who was supposed to do this time?
Yeah.
That's exactly
No,
why. I
try your best. You got this.
Yeah, you can do it, Andrew.
Alright, shit.
This is your time, brother.
You
This
can
is my
shine.
Time.
It's your shine to time.
Time to shine. Shine to time. Alright, y'all. So, last I recall. Can someone, can you jog my memory with like a little something? Yo, I promise I will
You
take
didn't
notes.
take notes?
I will take proficient notes this time around.
Damn.
And
That took you 6 sessions.
It only took you 6 sessions. All right. Who would like to fill in for Dreamer, who apparently has lost his memory?
I'm gonna show you up. I'm gonna stick your ass in the dirt, brother.
Go for it, my guy. I'm rooting for you.
First thing you found on the Red Brand after you kicked their asses, a note about Trustendar Manor being the home of the Red Brands and them inviting the Black Spider Manor. And we were pointed towards the direction of Helia Thornton at the Miners Exchange, who knows a lot about the region and heard about our dwarven friends, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And Dreamer, you met with a friend named Zacho, very mysterious. And then we went over to Helia at the Miners Exchange, who was not as interested. Look, there's our DM, scuttling away. We went to the Miners Exchange. But Helia didn't give a shit about the treasure. But was interested in trading for, like, information. Like, she'd be willing to sell us information. And we were like, fuck you. Just, I don't know, help us. And she was like, well, I can't really help you, but I'll pay for you to eliminate the leader of the Red Brands. His name is Glassstaff. He's hiding beneath the Trustendar Manor in a secret base. She prefers to just kill the leader. The leader is of interest. A very interesting character. She would also pay more for a correspondence, a letter from the manor of some sort. It's kind of unclear. Other info that I gouged out of her unyielding ass was basically that there's a goblin that might know more about the Cragmore Castle where Gundren's kept, and he's hanging out in a hideout in the forest off the Triport Trail. Wow, does that sound familiar? And then I met some guy who was having a stroke in the mining exchange named Mething, and he's spoken fucking tongues and riddles. It's a piece of shit to understand him. But he pointed us towards a friend of his who could help us find the castle. We figured out that friend might be Colleen Alderleaf. And Mething gave me an emerald, so I gave him a rock turn. Then went back to the tavern to try and find this friend of Mething, because we had no leads on like Gundren. And when we were in the tavern, this silky tall guy tripped over me, who was a high elf bastard, who tried to shut down the establishment for having rotten food. But he seemed like an asshole, and no one did anything. But, you know, it is what it is. And we were pointed in the direction of Colleen Alderleaf, a farmer at the edge of town, who knows friends in the forest who might know more about the region and where Gundren is. she specifically mentioned a friend named Radoth, who knows everything about the lay of the land, could find anything, she said. But he unfortunately recently left the Thunder Tree, which is west of Neverwinter Wood, 50 miles northwest of Phandelver, but she gave us the direction. That sounds like a pain in the ass because it's far out of the way. And we met Quaileen. We met her son named Carp, who found some interesting things in the woods. And he was very excited about it. He found that some big ugly guys came out of a tunnel. They met together and they were all wearing red cloaks, big red cloaks, and they all looked really ugly. And he was like, you gotta follow this path, be stealthy, but he marked circles on trees. If you follow the circles, there's this tunnel that goes underneath Tressendar Manor, which is a pretty good lead if we're gonna kill Glassstaff. We also learned from Quaileen that the Red Brands are many in number. Apparently there are more Red Brands than there are townspeople, which is of concern. But they also aren't just human. They also have beasts and goblins and other things like ogres, apparently, under their control, which makes killing the Red Brands a whole lot more annoying. So we didn't know what the fuck to do at that point, so we fell back on our old roots and were like, well, it doesn't hurt to get prepped for whatever might come and try and find some more health potions. You know, when I realized that when I was drunk in canon, I didn't overhear Olivia talking with the sister Hoo-Ha, whatever her name is, Dreamer's love affair that he absolutely botched and absolutely friend-zoned himself last session.
He did a good job of it too, by the way.
She had suggested that we go meet this witch, Agatha, and have her answer a question about spellbook in order to get 3 potions, health potions. We have to follow the Coney Berry trail or something Coney Berry. We have to follow past Coney Berry and take a left trail and go up the trail to the lair of the witch. And this is near Tribar Trail, up and to the left after you hit Coney Berry. And that's where my notes end. Oh, well, there are things that I didn't write down. One being, as we were setting out for Coney Berry Triboard Trail, fucking Hero the Traveler comes running at 2,000 miles per hour in our direction, and I scream, and that's the last we hear of the session.
As a quick correction, he did not run out your group, but the only person that would have noticed him was one person in your group, if they remember who they are, that he snapped his fingers as he was walking away from you down the road.
Oh.
Sounds familiar.
Familiar how? Never would know. Alright, well, yes, we will begin there. Is everybody good to go, by the way? Everything set up, good, hanging out?
I have my empanadas and rosé, so I really can't be more ready.
We'd love to hear it. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to switch the map view for you, beautiful people. Wonderful. So we find ourselves back in Phandelver. While you guys have been setting out on your various adventures, your friend Zhor, Rogbutt, has been meandering about. He picked up his shield. He is now walking back towards the inn, and he will hear the commotion and run straight towards you guys. After he hears the yell. As this is happening, you will notice something odd is afoot. Who is closest to Chloe? Because Chloe would be leading here, so who is following Chloe closely?
I believe that's Rhogar.
Rhogar.
I can follow her.
Okay. Awesome.
We can't see ourselves right now, right?
You cannot.
Okay.
There's no battle map currently. It's not at the moment.
Leaked. Shoreline is leaked.
Let's make sure starts. This start. Can you guys hear it?
I can somewhat hear it in the distance.
Cool. So as you guys are reacting to Chloe's yell, Chloe, you will be suspended, animated, about 5 feet off the ground in a dark black mist, covered in this somewhat looks like what appeared to have happened to Dreamer prior. And you will be hovering midair. You will not know what's going on. You will see nothing, hear nothing. Rhogar, you will immediately notice this. Your passive perception is high enough. You'll look over and you'll see what is happening to Chloe. The rest of the party, you'll also notice this, but maybe a few seconds after Rhogar. And you'll notice that this kind of haze of darkness is starting to spread around Chloe and, slightly move outwards. Almost as if it's trying to expand.
Interesting. Okay. Is it expanding quickly?
Relatively. About a foot every few seconds. And you're about 3 feet away from Chloe currently.
Okay. Does Chloe know this is happening?
Chloe is in whatever this field is, but she cannot hear or see anything. They cannot hear or see anything. Sorry.
Okay. I start backing up.
Okay.
And do we have any kind of fire that we can hold up? Like, is this similar to the smoke that was carrying? Was it Dreamer earlier?
From what you can perceive, it looks like the smoke that was carrying Dreamer earlier. Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have any fire on them?
Nope.
Well, I have no fire.
Just this
Whoever-
elf? Okay. Anybody else?
Whoever still happens to have their torch.
Who had the torch?
I used mine back at that goblin cave a long time ago. So
I only have a candle currently in my
Light
bag.
it. Light that thing.
Wait, are we in the forest? Can't we make a fire?
You are not in the forest. You are in Phandelver.
Oh, never mind. Take that back.
Can I light my candle?
You
Sure.
can, sure.
Okay. Do I have to do anything with it?
I don't know. Do you do anything with it?
I don't know. It just says I have 10 of them.
I mean, you just light the candle. Okay?
Candle.
You light the candle.
Yeah,
It
okay, I just
lights.
light the candle.
There's no
Okay.
problem.
Alright. Go after Chloe with that thing.
Okay.
Do you
What
approach?
wait, if it's expanding, what if it touches her?
Just
We can't lose another person. Whatever that thing is, I don't even know what it is.
Wait, when I light the candle, does it do anything? Like the smoke or anything?
I mean, you're not close enough to have any effect on said smoke. You're still
Okay,
about 10 feet away.
Okay, so I move a little closer and see if the smoke reacts.
How much closer do you move?
I don't know. However close I can get, but not hitting it.
Okay, so do you want to move like 1 foot away from it and reach out with a hand, maybe?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so as you reach out your hand with the flame, are you just holding the candle in your hand, like the wax candle? Okay. So as you reach out, you'll notice that the shadows actually engulf your hand and pull you in, and now you are in the field as well.
That's wonderful.
I say,
I just say fuck it. Let's all go.
let's do this, and I jump in after her.
Cool, that the field will expand and cover you as well. Rhogar, you'll be running up. I mean, Zhor, at this point, you'll be running up and you'll see all this happening. Do you go in as well?
I'd like to ask Rhogar before he jumps in if he ended up picking up my shield from last time.
You picked up your shield, by the way. Sorry,
I
I forgot to
picked it
mention
up?
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And you're ready to get in there.
I'd like to ask if he has his shield also.
He cannot hear or
He does
respond.
not-
He is inside the stasis
He's
field
already in.
of whatever
I'm in
it
it.
is.
Shoot. Who else is not in the field yet?
Dreamer
Dreamer.
and Chloe.
I'm not.
Actually, Chloe is the epicenter of
Chloe
this.
was the first
So
one,
just Dreamer, yeah.
Oh, Chloe was the first one. Okay.
Just Dreamer.
You know, I think somebody needs to kind of be on guard outside to defend people from the mist. So I'll defend from outside with my shield.
Sure.
We don't want red brands jumping in there also. So.
Are you
Whatever this
saying
is.
are you saying this to Dreamer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait, question. So is this shroud just expanding? Doesn't stop? Just
It seems to have slowed down now that it has multiple people in it. But it's still expanding very, very slowly. And
That's what she said.
Zhor and Dreamer, can you guys both roll me we'll do insight here.
What do we need the insight for?
Just roll it, please.
Don't we get an explanation?
Nope. Not on this one. Jesus. Okay.
And you don't.
You guys will not have any understanding of if this is malintent or nice or not nice.
where in Phandelver are we?
You are like right heading out of town, probably 10, 15 feet, but you'll notice that things around you seem to not notice what's happening at all.
What the heck? Like, what type? Like animals are just not reacting to it?
Nothing.
People?
Nothing seems to be
Nothing.
reacting to what is happening. In fact, there are a few people that are walking by you and not even noticing that you're there or that the field exists, and they seem to pass through the field unharmed.
Well, Zhor, do you want to stay here? I'll jump in with the group, see where they're at.
Yeah. If you guys aren't out after like a certain amount of time, I'll jump in.
All right, sounds
Alright.
good. All right, here I go. Wait, hold on. Before I jump in, I grab a rock, the biggest rock I could find, and I throw it at this shroud of darkness.
You'll see that when you throw it, it passes through the field harmlessly and pops out the other side.
Yo, before Dreamer jumps in, I tell Dreamer, tie a rope to yourself.
Yo, that's
I'll
actually
I'll hold the
oh,
rope.
that's 200 IQ. All right, okay. So I first give Rock Butt a fist bump, and then I go ahead and take a rope out of my lunchbox.
Your backpack.
My backpack, sorry. I have a rope. It's 50 feet. Okay. So I take out the rope and I just put it on my ankle. You want to put it on my ankle or my arms?
I
My
think
head?
Ankle works. I don't want to choke you. Like,
Okay, all right. I'll put it on my ankle. Okay, here we go. All right, it's tight enough. Yep. Let me try running. I'll try sprinting away a little bit. See if I can I sprinted through the tree. Okay, all right.
Get a runner start.
You get a runner start, exactly. Okay. All right, where are you gonna keep the other end of the rope? You're gonna.
I'll tie it to myself.
Okay. Oh,
My my own arm.
but what if the force is too strong and it takes you with?
Okay, then we'll tie it to a big ass rock that's nearby. Because it'll just pass through the rock anyway. You can't pull the rock in.
That's fair. That is fair. Can we do that?
What?
Can we tie my rope to the rock, and then into myself on the other end?
Sure. Yeah, you'll see that there's a semi-decent sized rock, and that sits right next to one of the buildings nearby.
Oh, all right. I attach it to the rock, and I ask Rog, but is there anything else before I jump in and save these losers?
Can I roll for perception so I know if this works? Is that something I can do?
Like, in
Like-
what sense are you trying to do this?
Because like when they got pulled into the portal, their clothes obviously stuck with them. They're inanimate objects, and yet a rock didn't. So like, would I have the foresight to know if a rope would fit if their clothes and weapons and everything like that went in with them?
You can roll an Arcana check.
That's a new one.
Rolled an 18?
Yeah.
You will understand this has, since you don't have proficiency in Arcana, you understand that this has... It is definitely magical in some sort, and you can get the understanding from what you've seen that if a person is touching something, most likely it will be brought into the field.
Okay. It's enough for me.
Okay.
So, looks like it'll work. You're safe to bring your rope with you.
Sounds good. Okay. All right. Let me just think about this a little bit. You know,
You just tied the rope to the rock, correct?
to the rock and also to my ankle.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Hold on. Hold
And before he goes in, I go to sit down on the rock.
on. Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Sounds good.
There it is. Okay. Now, Okay. All right. I will jump in.
Cool. So as you are jumping into the haze, it accepts you, as it has everyone else. But you'll notice that the extension of fog will zip down the rope, and it'll hover and encompass Zhor as well. And now you are all encompassed in this.
Oh my.
As this happens, you
Look at
all
your
will awake.
Idiot.
And what you see around you is a dark room. And at the center of this room is a table. On this table is a deck of cards. You'll notice that the outside wrapping of the deck of cards is in an ornate tree. This tree is rather greenish in order, and the box itself is black. So it's a green tree on a black box. And you all see that all of you are standing around this table.
Do we know where we are or what the tree box symbol means?
You can roll an Arcana check.
I can. I will. What?
Are you the only one proficient in Arcana, Will, or no?
I
I'm
roll
not
one.
proficient in Arcana. I think we're all aware.
Olivia, yes, you can roll as well.
You
What's
weren't allowed to ask that.
Oh. What's considered proficient?
You'll see, if you look on your sheet, there's little, like, dots that are colored, The colored dots mean you have proficiency in whatever those are.
Okay.
It just means you're better at it, like with a higher bonus, basically.
All right, Olivia. You will not identify the deck. You don't know what this deck is. You will understand that it has magical properties. You will have an understanding that maybe this has some. This vaguely reminds you of another magical deck that you can remember, but you don't exactly remember what that deck is. And you don't exactly remember what that deck does, but you do know it's a magical deck of some kind.
Okay.
Wait, what's around us again?
Magic.
Just a room.
Just a table.
You'll notice
middle
that there's
of the
just kind of
deck.
like a spotlight on this table, and around you is darkness on each edge of whatever this room is. Above you, there's no real clear ceiling. You can't tell if there's a ceiling. It feels that like you're in an immensible expanse, that there is nothing but there's something at the same time. Yeah, it seems to go on forever.
It says I can see darkness up to 60 feet. So can I not see if there's like a door or whatever?
Nope, it just expands and expands and expands.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Anyone with dark vision is legally obligated to ask that question.
So, who wants to touch the deck?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Well, we just touched a portal and all got sucked in it, so if we touch the deck, I feel we're just gonna explode.
Well, there's
Zhor has
nothing
no
else
shield.
around.
He might be strong enough now.
You're telling me you just walked into this willy-nilly? Just of your
Chloe,
own
we
volition?
Boy, we were worried about you, so we jumped in.
We fight for our teammates, alright?
Whoa.
I actually got pulled in. It wasn't my
Hey,
choice.
no one.
Also got pulled in, so that wasn't my fault. I was trying to see if the light would react to the darkness, but apparently
I came
not.
in after you, Chloe. I actually cared.
Rhogar, you're the best.
Wait, we know that you can't fight or you have no fighting skills, so we gotta stick by you.
Yeah, I'm super weak, smile.
We were talking about Rhogar, actually. Chloe.
Oh,
He's always firing lightning bolts into the dirt.
That's
it happened
true.
one time. One time.
You're not wrong.
Some bullshit.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
so who wants to touch the deck?
Why do we have to
Wait.
touch
Who
it?
wants
I
to
say
touch the
Zhor
butt?
does it.
Who wants
He's
to
got
touch
a
the
new
butt?
shield. He can protect himself well.
Nobody knows what this deck is. No one has seen it before.
I only know that it has magical properties, but not exactly what it
Wait.
does.
Can I use perception on this?
Really?
What do you want to perceive?
And then I also, well, just to see if it'll harm me, I also have an ability that kind of like spots booby traps.
What do you? Okay. What?
I just want to see if like whatever I'm touching is filled with like malintent in terms of like a trap. Like it won't damage us for touching it. I'm okay with being teleported or whatever. I just don't want it to be like a giant ball comes down and crushes my skull.
Yeah, sure. Can you roll that whatever ability you're talking about? I'm not seeing it, so I just want to understand what you're talking about here.
Let me see. It only appeared when I went into my.
Is
level
it? Is
thing.
it a? It's a class feature, right?
Yeah, when I leveled up my character, it appeared. Give me one
Are you
second.
talking about danger sense?
Danger sense? I think that's the one. Let me see. Yeah, danger sense.
This
What
just.
Such as traps and spells. Like I would consider this the trap if it were gonna damage me, kind of thing.
This is just for dexterity saving throws, like against effects that you can't see. You can see, but it's not necessarily like. It's not necessarily that you can do it without getting a skill check.
Can I still use perception as a roll to check that?
Did you already roll for perception? I think you did.
I rolled for Arcana.
Yeah. So yeah, you're using that. That Arcana is really the only thing that you would be useful for you here. in understanding what this deck does or how it reacts.
Really? Okay.
Did I see the hero man snap his fingies?
Did the what?
Hero, the traveler man.
Nope, the only one person saw that here.
Wow. Thanks, person.
Does anyone
know where we are? Or what this is? This can't be real, right?
I have no idea what this is, but we gotta get out of here somehow, somewhere. Maybe we can try walking in different directions without touching this box.
See someone touches it.
Well, who's gonna touch the butt?
I mean, is this like a magical deck? This is
It
real,
is.
right?
I guess I can probably touch it.
Alright, how
See
about
what
this? I'm
happens.
thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
Well, Olivia seems pretty bullish. I'm gonna try and like grab Olivia's hand, pull it towards the deck a little bit.
Okay, I can do it myself, Chloe. Thank you.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Okay, just give me a second to breathe here.
Children, calm down.
Okay, so I'm about to touch the butt.
No, hold on. Let's think about this. What if something happens to Olivia? Then she
We'll be
can't
fine.
heal us.
Touch it. Touch it.
No, wait, hold on.
Touch
No, wait.
Wait. You bring up a good point.
Wait a second.
That's true.
If we come into battle or something frickin' comes up from behind.
That's true. The weakest person should touch it.
Well, what about the most ineffective
Person.
I agree with that.
Oh my
Who's the
god.
most ineffective person here? What does the data suggest?
What
Well, if
does
it
the
puts me
data
to-
suggest?
I think
It
I've
can't
killed
put
the
me to
most people.
sleep, by the way. Like, I have...
I think
Magic
you've
can't
killed the
put me to
most
sleep if
dirt.
it does.
I've definitely killed the most goblins.
Who's the dirtiest?
Olivia, we're not worried that it's gonna
I
put you to
think
sleep, we're
the
worried
one
it's
that
gonna
has the name Butt in it, it has the dirtiest butt.
I think one
Zhor?
of the elves should have to do this.
I think it's Dragonborn.
Oh, I'll just take out a torch and like poke it with a torch.
Poke it with the
Say,
torch?
Olivia, no. Let the dirty half-elf do
Yeah,
this.
like the unlit torch.
Alright, you poke it and nothing happens.
Well, we solved that mystery, gang.
There's nothing else around us, and there's nothing else for us to do here.
Wait.
It
How about we
might not
touch
be as
it?
bad as we think it is.
How about we touch it all at the same time?
Oh, okay.
What is
That
this, Space
feels-
Do
Jam?
we all explode?
That feels very cash money.
Alright, we all start reaching for the deck.
All right, everyone.
Wait, I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. Touch the deck with my Mage Hand.
Sure. Yeah, you cast it and nothing happens. The mage hand,
Nothing happens in what way?
the mage hand touches the deck and drops it, and nothing happens.
Can I open the deck with the Mage Hand? Can I open the box?
Sure, you can open the box with the mage hand. You open the box.
Take out whatever's in the box at the table.
Sure, you take it out, and appears to be a regular deck of cards. And you put it on the table.
Can you describe the room for me again?
Sure, it is.
Like, are we surrounded by metal, or is this like an aura thing?
Yeah, so the ground of the room appears to be some type of stone, maybe marble. It extends out onwardly for what seems like an immensible expanse. You'll see that there doesn't appear to be walls necessarily, but there are walls, but you're not sure that there are walls. It feels off. It feels weird that this room feels like it's a room, but it's not a room. And you'll look at the ceiling, and the ceiling appears to be there, but it's not there at the same time as well.
My mama told me that if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yo, who's got an arrow? Can somebody just shoot an arrow, just like a far distance? See how far?
I'll shoot it. I got it.
A flaming arrow.
I got you. Here, I'll take out my bow. Takes out bow. I'm aiming it. Do you want me to aim it 90 degrees? Just
just aim it like you're trying to shoot a wall, you know? Like
okay,
side.
okay. Well, aim it. I'll aim it in the opposite direction that I'm facing. So wherever, whatever side that is. And I take out my arrow and I what is the term called?
Shoot. Pull back.
Pull back. Thank you. I pull it back as hard as I can, and I shoot it.
You shoot the arrow, and it seems to go on and just lands on whatever ground this is and just sits there.
Hey, good job, Elf.
You owe me an arrow. All right. So here we touch it at, or actually, well, now that it's open and there's just a normal, deck of cards.
Yes, from what you can tell, all you see is the back side of the cards, since the mage hand just kind of like pulled the deck out and set it on the table. But yes, it appears to be a regular deck of cards with the same black with this, tree on it. This dark green tree.
Does anyone know what the symbol is?
Can we roll for that?
Nobody knows what the symbol is, based on all your rolls already.
Okay. Well, someone got to pick up the cards. There might be something in that deck. It looks normal to me.
I'll pick them all up.
Sure, you pick them up, and nothing seems to happen.
What the?
Oh.
Hey,
Um,
the deck over there. Feeling all right?
should we? What do we do?
Well, we have a deck of cards with the tree.
Okay, I'll touch it.
But it's already.
It's
Oh,
already-
We already got it. We already got it.
it's already
Oh, we
touched.
did? Sorry. Okay, what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing happened.
Maybe a certain person has to touch it because it's magic. So it's either Dreamer or I.
Okay.
Well,
Or it could be Chloe.
Can you give me a description of the cards as I look at them?
Yes, are you trying to look at the actual card itself, like the numbers side, or are you trying to look at the back?
Both. I'm just trying to examine the whole overall thing.
Okay, so you pull a card.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he pulls a card.
So as you pull this card, you will notice that there's no number, there's no face card, there's no nothing. There's just text. The text will read exactly: to reveal card, you must decide how many you wish to draw first, and it'll be in black text written in Sanskrit.
Didn't I already decide how much I wanted to draw by drawing one?
what?
So
Are you talking to the deck?
I'm.
Wait, is
I
it-
don't know who to talk to for this question.
Is the deck talking?
Nope, the deck literally, you just pulled a card and it said exactly that to you.
Did you? Is there anything on the cards that you can see, Zor?
It's just that description that says.
What does it say? I can't read
decide
that.
decide how much you would. I thought I read it out loud. I guess I did. I decide how much you want to pull, and then you'll see the answer or something like that.
What's her chill to pull ratio?
I guess one card for each person, so we would do 5.
Decide how much you want to pull the what now?
I can pull pretty well.
Wait,
Everyone,
What does it say again?
Yeah, what does it say?
can you repeat one more time, Beth? I don't know the
The
exact-
card says, to reveal a card, you must state how many cards you would like to draw.
I read that out loud to everybody.
Okay.
What do you mean reveal a card?
I don't know. Draw one card. I don't know.
Hey,
Just get one. Let's see how it goes.
Let's do
Or can we
it.
all just draw different numbers of cards? Like, example, I want to draw 3.
Let's start with one.
Wait. Yeah, start with one, but Zor, you gotta state it first.
You never know what can be revealed here, you know?
Okay.
We're in a strange magical place.
So
What if
I'll
there's a big boy in the field?
all right. So I'll state one. Then we'll test it out, and I'll draw one card again after drawing.
So you say it out loud, or do you?
Yeah. Say I will draw one card, and then I draw another card. I stated it.
Now it's 2 though.
Cool. So once you say, you will draw one card. You will notice that the deck starts to spin around in a circle, almost like it's presenting itself to be drawn. It'll kind of be fanned out in a spiral formation. You won't be able to see the bottom of the cards as they still don't show any number, but it will be ready for you to pick a card. And you pick a card, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Awesome. You'll pick a card. The card is... Well, I don't know if it focuses. It does.
The Joker.
You will pull the
Citizen.
Joker. The Joker card will appear in front of your face. And then it will poof into smoke. As if it was never existed. The card will poof into a smoke in a weird way, however. It'll poof into 1,000 little pieces. Spreading out. And it will actually surround your entire group. Your entire group will feel a whirlwind spinning them about, as if the room is spinning at faster and faster and faster speeds, almost as if you can't even feel where you are anymore. And immediately, you'll appear in another interesting realm that you've never seen before.
Jesus
You'll
Christ.
appear on what appears to be a floor of stars. And all around you will be stars everywhere. Surrounding you, you and your friends, and you guys will just be on appearing what appears to be a floor of stars, and this deck will still be hovering in the middle of the air.
Oh,
Kind of dope.
How close are the stars?
Love that.
Are we burning from being too close to the sun, or what are we talking about?
No, it doesn't appear that the stars hurt you. You are literally standing on a floor of stars. Like,
oh.
you're not burning, you're not dying, you're not hurting from this.
I'm gonna try and talk to one of the stars.
Talk to a star.
Sure.
I'm gonna say,
Wow.
Do you say wow?
yeah,
You hear no response.
fuck.
Wait, is there a path that is...
There's no path.
directly- We're just on stars.
You're just on stars. You're on a floor of stars that reaches out endlessly.
Oh,
But
God.
there's still the deck of cards you said, right?
There's still the deck of cards floating in the air, yes.
And
Okay,
so we're
someone-
allowed to pick out another card.
Theoretically, I don't know.
Someone state how many cards they want to pull again. Go ahead,
I want
Olivia.
to pull one card.
Oh, thank you.
As Rhogar says this, the deck will magically appear in front of Rhogar, and as it did before, will spin out into an unfurling, almost weird fashion, and be ready for another card pull.
Oh, I can pull it now? I pull a card.
Sure, you pull a card. As you pull this card,
Nice.
All right, 51 more, and we got a card game.
the 10 of diamonds appears in front of you. You will notice that things do not appear as they should.
To all of us? Just Rhogar.
Oh, everyone.
Wait, now it appears?
The card will unfurl, this time into what appears to be paint. The paint will surround each one of you, and you will see that you are now in a room filled with what appears to be all kinds of different paints, and you guys are each represented with different types of paints pushed together almost as if in a painting. And again, you will notice what appears to be the cards, but a representation made out of paint.
Are we like an inside out or some shit? Or like what's happening here?
Yeah.
Can we talk to each other while we're painting, or what?
Yes, you could talk to each other, but how you talk to each other appears to come out literally as little paint drops swirling together and moving about. And you'll be able to understand it, but you won't actually speak in a language necessarily.
Burn the painting.
Feel
Hey,
weird.
Draw me like your.
Park elf girls.
Reveal a card, state how many cards you'd like to draw. I'd like to draw 2 cards.
You know, I think we're inside of Rhogar's
Wait,
head.
hold on. What if it gets worse? What if we just
The
turn into nothing?
deck moves in front of you and again unfurls into multiple cards
you
in
do
what
that,
appears to be a whirlwind of cards this time, and they will settle around you, ready to be picked yet again.
Oh, wait, think about it. Think about this before you do it. Okay. What if we try doing this? What if we all die?
I don't think we have much control in this situation.
Yeah. We can just try it. You know, there's no harm in doing it so far.
What if I said that I wanted 2 cards, but I take 1 card?
Wait. What if you take all of the cards, all of the rest of the cards?
I'm not gonna do that.
I think that's a good idea.
That's a good idea, right?
Oh, you're the card.
Huh?
You're the card gamer.
Oh, I am the card guy. Well, I am the card guy actually. Yeah, I love tricks, but this
What
is
do you
not
think about this?
not my cup of tea. This is not my cup. We're all paintings. Can you even hear me?
Yes.
My subconscious is linked with yours. We're floating.
I don't like that.
It's
I'm gonna
painting.
pick 2 cards.
Okay.
Alright, so you'll reach out and you'll pull the first card. What appears in front of you? It's a King of Diamonds. As you notice, this will poof into black smoke. And as you do so, again, you'll be transported. But you'll be transported back to Phandelver. Although things don't appear as they once did before. You look around and you'll see that people walk through you and your friends without notice. Walk through the area that you are. And if you try to move try to move more than 10 feet away from your current position, you will not be able to move. You appear to be in what appears to be an invisible box. And nobody can see, hear, or understand you. And as you look up into the sky, Chloe, you'll notice that the clouds appear to be on fire. And the sky is red.
They see
I
this
think we
too.
died.
Everyone sees this. And the cards will unfurl around you yet again, ready to be picked.
Yeah, someone draw all the cards now.
I think we're in the spirit world.
I think so. Where's Appa?
Where's the avatar? I don't want to draw all the cards.
Wait, but we can't hear him, right? Or is it just...
You guys can hear each other. And see each other.
Okay. So, but we're all in the box.
Said
Yes.
invisible box, yes.
Oh, okay.
Can we see if things outside the box look amiss besides the clouds?
Sure, roll a perception check for me.
Let's go! Oh, fuck.
I mean, it looks like Phandelver. Nothing too crazy.
Oh, joy.
Can I roll it, or like, can everyone roll, or no?
I'll allow one more person to roll perception. Who wants to roll?
I'll roll it.
Wait, what's your perception at though?
You can't
You
say
can't ask
that.
Damn.
I'm very perceptive. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I'm also pretty perceptive, but you go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'll roll.
Again, you'll notice it looks like Phandelver. And the sky is red and the clouds are aflame.
All right. Well,
Are we seeing the future? Or are we in the past?
I don't know. It looks like the present.
We just gotta keep drawing more cards.
I guess so. There's nothing else we can do.
Well,
I
at least-
said I'd draw 2 cards, so I'll draw the second card, I guess.
At least we can play poker when we're done.
I'll draw the second card.
You will draw the second card. What appears in front of you is a 4 of clubs. As you draw this card, you will notice that the 4 of clubs kind of spins around in a circle and then poofs. And what appears to poof out of it is a purple butterfly. And as you do so, everyone around you will notice that there's butterflies and flower petals that just seem to flutter in the air, sparkling with a pink resilience. And they'll sparkle around you. And you'll be around with all these butterflies and sparkly flower petals hovering in midair around you guys.
Yeah, I think we're dead.
We're super dead.
Yeah, I blame you, Chloe.
It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want? Only then will your true self reveal itself.
Chloe, why did this shit come after you?
I don't know.
I think this is all centered around Chloe.
You're asking the right question. I didn't. I don't know.
I feel like
Your
you
guess
know
is as
something
good
about
as
this.
mine.
Do I know something about this?
Okay, wait. How did you?
roll to know something about this?
Okay, in my
No.
character. Oh, right.
You'll not know what this is of effect from, or have any idea as to where this came from.
Oh,
You, you'll see that the deck will flitter out of existence and flitter in front of Olivia, and just seem to be patiently waiting.
Okay.
I guess she's the chosen one.
I will pull out a card.
Do you say anything?
I would like to pull out whatever cards you wish me to pull out.
oh.
Kill it.
Pull-out game's strong.
That's an interesting decision. Okay. Sure, you pull out a card. The card, again, will read. To reveal a card, you must determine how many cards you wish to pull out.
Okay, fine. I will pull out 2 more cards.
Okay, again, the cards will unfurl appearingly in a whirlwind fashion and settle around you, waiting to be picked.
And now I pick a card.
You pick a card. The card you pick will be a 5 of diamonds. As you pick this card, you will notice that something odd happens. The card will appear in front of you and then burst into smoke. And it will appear in what appears to be an X. A black X. And then the smoke will dissipate.
What'd you do?
As you
don't know.
say that, Chloe, you'll notice that no words come out of your mouth.
What?
Oh, so now we're all mute.
Nothing comes out of your mouth either, Olivia?
Chloe. Olivia.
And nothing comes out of your mouth either, Dreamer?
Huh.
I proceed to flip Olivia off.
I walk up to the deck.
You walk up to the deck.
Okay. Hold on.
As you walk up to the deck, it will flicker away from you and towards Olivia again. And
Flip off the deck immediately.
no reaction. The deck will unfurl around Olivia and await to be picked yet again. If you could voice out your actions, by the way, that would be helpful for everybody else in the party, I believe.
She picks a card. She picks
You
one
would like
card.
to pick a card? Okay.
Pick a card.
So as you pick a card, yet again, another card appears. It is the Eight of Diamonds.
Oh, Joey.
You'll notice as you pick this card, a very, very strange thing happens. The card will poof into smoke yet again, and this time it will poof into what appears to be a mushroom, you could guess, but it's black smoke. And as the smoke dissipates all around you, the smoke will deepen into the ground and start spreading across the landscape. And you'll notice that a darkness appears to have gripped the land. There appears to be dark shadows moving about of what you would normally see as hurt people. There appears to be the buildings made out of smoke of some kind. And then you'll notice, again, the deck will flick out of existence, and this time, flick into existence directly in front of Dreamer.
I want to try and walk over to
me talk.
Dreamer.
Can I talk? Hello.
Nope,
I
if
walk
you,
over to Dreamer.
still nothing comes out of your mouth when you try to speak.
Can I
Just
walk
Dreamer
over
though,
to
right?
Dreamer?
I can talk.
Nope, you cannot talk either, Rhogar. As you try to speak, nothing comes out.
Wait, I have a question. This is in
Sure,
technicalities.
yeah.
I
We
throw a
can
rock at
talk.
the half-elf.
You attempt to pull a rock from the ground, although it turns into smoke as you pull it up to you.
I then flip this muffle off.
What
Can
is
I
your...
walk over to
Wait, hold on.
Dreamer?
What's
I
your
have a
question?
real quick. So because the cards need to be stated verbally, does that mean we can't draw the card?
What do you mean?
Because like in order,
Well,
because
it
we
worked
need.
last time. Olivia just did it.
Oh. Okay. I thought the rule was like we need to state it like verbally, like I want to draw a card there. I don't know. I just. Okay, that's fine.
Yes and no is your answer.
What the?
Can I walk over to Dreamer?
Sure,
Sure, Chloe,
Yeah.
Let me smack you.
you can walk
I-
over to Dreamer.
I am gonna like wave my hands and like beckon everyone over to Dreamer and the deck.
Okay.
Alright. I walk over.
And then I'm gonna like raise one finger and like point at everyone and then raise one finger. And then I'm gonna take my other hand and I'm gonna go
3, 2, 1.
and I'm gonna say I wanna draw one card.
You try to speak this. Of course, nothing comes out.
Does anyone else do that too, or did y'all just not get the message?
We all went like this.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that a card appears in front of you.
What's the card?
It's face down.
Oh. Is it just in front of me?
It's just one card in front of you.
Just in front of me?
Indeed.
I'm gonna point at other people. I'm gonna go.
I draw one card.
draw 3 cards.
Sure, you all okay. Rhogar, 3 cards will appear in front of you, face down. Olivia, 1 card will appear in front of you, face down. And nothing will happen when you try to pull these cards.
Hey, do I get a card?
Did you pull from the deck?
I
They
did,
did not touch the deck. It just appeared in front of them.
Oh.
I'm gonna wave my hand again and go, "Ah!" and then I'm gonna go like, and then I'm gonna raise my other hand and I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna turn over the card.
Sure.
I hope other people turn over cards.
I turn over a card when he gets to 1 or whatever.
Sure, each one of you will pull over the card and it will appear with the same text. Only the chosen may pull from the deck.
Oh, that's me. Alright.
I'm gonna say fuck.
And again, the deck will spontaneously appear directly in front of Dreamer.
He's dreaming right now.
I give it.
I do this motion.
I give it the hand. I don't want to pull from you.
Damn.
When you signal to the cards with your hand, it will unfurl into a bunch of cards, and you'll notice that 5 glowing cards now appear from the deck.
Okay. Can I grab a card?
Sure, you may pick a card.
May I grab all 5?
You can try.
I will try to grab all 5. I will look back at the cards glowing, and I'll try to grab it as fast as possible.
As you try to grab all 5 cards, you will notice that 1 seems to be substantial enough for you to grab. The other one's hand will pass right through.
Oh my god.
But you have 1 in your hand.
Where do the other cards go?
The other cards stay floating. His hand passed right through them.
I'm gonna go try and grab a card if it's flowing.
Sure, you attempt to grab the card, your hand passes right through it. Same with Olivia.
I motioned everybody. Come here. Grab a card. No.
I'll try and grab a different card.
Your hand will pass
the
right
same.
through it. Your hand will pass right through it. Dreamer, you will still have a card in your hand that has not been turned over.
I'm gonna try and take Dreamer's card.
Sure, you attempt to take Dreamer's card, and your hand passes right through it.
I'm gonna attempt to slap Dreamer.
And it passes right through it.
Dreamer, do you let him slap you?
Silly kid, I do not. I kick him like a football.
Jeez.
I mean, I kick they like a football.
Yeah. Someone call it them.
You will attempt to kick him, and your foot will turn into smoke as you do so.
What?
And then return to normal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm flipping this card.
Sure, you flip the card. What appears to you is a 6 of diamonds. As you turn over the 6 of diamonds, it will burst into smoke, and what appears is a black, what appears to be some type of fruit, maybe a strawberry, and then it'll disappear. And as you see this happen, you'll notice the clouds that are on fire hover above you and just release something in the air. And as you notice, it'll be strawberries falling down to the ground. And as they hit the ground, they will turn into water. And this will continue. Just strawberries falling from the sky.
Okay.
So I think we're high.
I think so too, Chloe. I'm gonna grab a strawberry and shove it into my mouth. Try to eat it.
Sure, you grab it and it tastes like a normal strawberry with all the delicious, delectable taste of a strawberry and the sweetness. probably tastes like the best strawberry you've had in your entire life.
Oh, Julie.
All right. So we're getting hit by strawberries now, everybody. Can I still talk? Can we not talk, or what?
You still are muted.
Okay. So
I'm gonna cast Sasha's Hideous Laughter on Dreamer.
What the?
Sure, can you make sure you remove a spell slot for that?
Absolutely.
Sure, you do so. And as you do so, you'll notice that nothing seems to happen.
Good up.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go into rage.
Sure, remove that from your slot, and you'll notice that when you rage, you actually feel a peaceful calmness about yourself. Almost as if you are in serenity.
What kind of rage is this?
I'm getting on my knees praying to Vondra.
Sure, you go down on your knees and attempt to pray. And the cards will unfurl around you yet again, and 4 glowing cards still remain.
Oh shit! Am I in prayer now, or am I about to be in prayer? But I see these cards swirl around me.
Repeat that?
So am I in prayer like right now, currently, or?
You're in prayer, but the cards will still unfurl around you.
Okay. All right. Who wants to grab it? I'm in praying right now.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try and grab a card.
Sure, you cast Mage Hand and try to grab a card, and it goes right through them, as it did before.
I'm gonna try and poke Dreamer with my Mage Hand.
Sure, you attempt to poke Dreamer with your Mage Hand, and your Mage Hand appears to disappear, as if it's not able to touch him. And 4 glowing cards still remain, spinning around Dreamer, as if expectantly waiting to be picked.
Okay, I say my prayer to Avandra to come save us, and then I get back up, and I put my hand on all 4 of these cards to see which one I can grab.
Sure, you pick one.
Oh, great. So I have one now in my hand.
You have one in your hand, yes.
All right, I flip it, and I say, "This is my trap card," and I shove it in Chloe's face.
1 second.
But you're on mute.
Okay,
You just shoved it in her face without any context.
so you tried to shove the card in Chloe's face, but as you reveal the card, you will notice it is a King of Spades. Oh, sorry. As you pull the said card, you will notice something interesting happen. Nothing necessarily noticeable, but you'll feel tingling down your spine. And then 2 cards will flitter about you, as if ready to be picked. Well, 3 cards will flitter about you, as if ready to be picked.
That was me tickling you. Sorry.
Well, my group is weird. They can't hear me. I'm going to pick another one.
Wait, I want
Sure.
the
You
King of Hearts.
pick another one anyways, and it'll appear. It is a 6 of spades. As you do this, Dreamer, you will feel something that you have never felt before.
Finally came.
What might be considered magic, maybe, or what you would assume magic would feel like.
Wait, don't you still have the rope tied
The
to your
touch of a woman.
And
Feels like magic.
you will cast this. What happens is you create a 20-foot radius of this yellow, nauseating gas, centered around you, by the way. And anyone within your range, which is everyone, by the way, this 20 feet, the cloud will spread around the corners, and the area is obscured by this yellow, gaseous cloud. everyone, please roll a Constitution saving throw.
Can I use danger sense for this?
Nope,
Isn't it damaging?
doesn't matter. You can't go anywhere.
Oh,
What's the point? What's the point?
how do I do a saving?
You said the
throw?
room is big.
On your sheet, there will be saves, and you have to roll a saving throw.
Oh, there it is.
I don't get the point of this ability if I can ever use it.
It's just where you are currently. Does not allow it. Cool. Rhogar's fine. Dreamer is fine. Olivia, you are now poisoned. Zhor, you are now poisoned.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And you will take 3 damage per minute. And you'll immediately take 3 damage currently.
Can we walk out of the gas?
Nope. The magical box that you're in only allows you to move about 10 to 15 feet, and this covers 20 feet.
I'm gonna shove Dreamer to the edge of the box and run to the other side of the box.
You can do so, and you'll still notice that you're covered in the noxious gas.
Stinky man.
Cool. Dreamer, you'll see that now the cards are spinning around you, almost expectantly, waiting for you to pull them.
Alright. Do I want to pull them or let my opponents die? Yeah.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
I'll pull one.
Cool. You will pull yet another card. This time, it is the 10 of clubs. As you pull this card, as usual, something happens. Dreamer, please roll a d6 for me.
D6, yes sir. There what?
One second. Dreamo, you'll feel
Oops, sorry.
odd. Is the best determination for this. You'll feel like you are growing older in some way. Although you are elven, so older is not very much. But yes, you will age by 2 years. So if you can add that to your character sheet.
Age by 2 years.
To everyone else, you will not look much different, as elves, don't usually tend to look very different, even as they age. Cool. And the last 2 cards will fly around you, waiting to be pulled.
Alright, let me pull them.
Cool. You pull another card. A 3 of diamonds will appear. You will notice that there were animals around you that were bouncing around in whatever this foreign landscape you were in is. One of which was a squirrel. This squirrel will all of a sudden start enlarging, becoming dark and twisted, turning into some type of being, one might say. And it will just sit there looking at you.
Can I take my bow and arrow and shoot it?
You could try.
I'll try that.
Sure, you shoot at it, and your arrow will disappear into smoke once it hits the wall.
I'm assuming that I still can't speak.
You cannot speak.
Okay.
What did I miss?
There is now some type of mutated squirrel looking at all of you.
Whoa. I pulled a card, 10 of clubs, and I age by 2 years, which doesn't mean much for me. And now I have pulled 3 of diamonds, and apparently there is a squirrel that has been enlarged dark and twisted, and it is just staring at me currently. Is it smiling at least?
Nope.
That's twisted. Okay, well, I will get closer to the squirrel to try to pet it.
Sure. Yeah, you can walk closer to it and roll an animal handling check for me.
Oh, you're in. Oh. Shit.
It will continue staring at you malignantly and not react. And as soon as you try to pet it, it will back off and growl at you, even though you've never heard a squirrel growl before.
Yeah, I will back. Alright.
I'm gonna say that I want to draw King of Hearts.
You'll say this?
Yes.
Okay, you will say this, but you actually won't say this. And nothing will happen.
Well,
So I have 2 gold cards remaining.
I believe so, yes. Yeah. I think you have 1. You have 1 more that's floating in front of you.
Oh, let me just draw this last gold card. Up.
Cool. You draw the last gold card. And what appears in front of you is the King of Clubs.
Uh-oh.
As you do this,
I don't like that.
you will notice that there is something odd. Your body seems to twist into something that is unnatural. You start to mold down and down and down in size. Your body, your torso will turn into what appears to be a stem. Your face will turn into what appears to be a dandelion. And your bottom of half of your body will turn into what appears to be a pot. And directly after this happens, everybody will see the deck disappear. The faded landscape around you will return to what appears to be Phandelver, normal. The clouds of fire above you will also stay on fire. However, you all appear to be back in Phandelver. Nobody will notice you, still. And this malignant beast that is in front of you will immediately try to attack. Can everybody please roll initiative? Cool, and give me 1 second.
I want to get off the squirrel's wild ride.
Shit. Give me 1 sec, guys. Cool. Sorry, I'm just double checking stats here for this.
Thick squirrel.
Well, it doesn't look like a squirrel anymore. You're not sure exactly what it is, to be completely honest. Okay.
So, like, can I talk?
You're a pot.
Well, my mid body is a pot and my lower body
It's a plant. Yeah, you can't talk. You can't even move, to be honest. You're just kind of there.
So, wait, no, my face is a dandelion. My midsection. No, wait, no, my face is a stem. What the fuck is a stem?
I tell Rhogar to go pee on it.
it's like the stem of a plant.
Oh, right,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Why does this
Okay.
not have?
Dandelion is my mid body. Dude, I look fucking gorgeous right now. Bottom half is a pot. Okay. So I'm damn near a dandelion in a pot.
Cool. Yeah, you're pretty much a dandelion inside a pot. You look like a potted plant. This creature, whatever it has turned into, it looks alien-like to any of you, unless somebody would like to understand what it is.
Yeah.
Sure. Can you roll? Ooh, this would be. I would say this is a history check.
Oh, joy.
Sure. You could tell that this is something maybe not even necessarily of your plane. It appears unusual. It is not of the nature that you're normally accounting. You could tell that it has weird feet-like structures that are not of a squirrel, and its face is molded into this weird-looking leech-like face. But yeah, you can't necessarily know what it is, but you can tell that it is not normal, and this is very weird that this is happening. It will actually attack first, and it's gonna go straight for the pot. So,
Pot. Oh.
yes,
I will
our
go
friend
pick
is a
up
pot.
the pot. I will
I
run
will-
and then pick up the pot.
I will nod my dandelion head.
Hey, give me 1 second, because I gotta move you guys to this battle map as well. You'll run and pick up the pot?
Yeah, and then run back.
Okay. Well, give me 1 second. Yeah, this is fine. You guys are gonna see a blank thing here, but that's because I wasn't expecting this to happen, and I apologize. I'll have a battle map next time. Can you guys see what I'm seeing? Just a blank map.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Why?
Do we also get battle music?
Yeah, I'm about to do that in a second here. Oh. Cool. So as this happens, Dreamer, you're now pot. The rest of you are still in this kind of like weird circle shape. And you'll notice that this thing, whatever it is, and let me pull something here. This is not what this looks like, but this is going to be a stand-in.
It's hideous.
Can you see that, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool. Can you see the name bar? Or the
No.
anything else? Okay. This will be right here. And it's gonna try to attack Dreamer. As one does.
Why is it so obsessed with the pot?
Because it's the
I can
sexy
tell
part.
he's a half-elf.
Hey, wait, don't I get picked up?
No, you do
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Because she does not have initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I run to
damn.
piss in the pot.
With my tiny flowery arms, I wave off this piss.
You bristly?
So, first, this being, whatever it is, will attempt to bite the pot successfully, by the way. It'll do 3 damage to you, Dreamer.
You're muted, boy.
Oh my bad, what the heck? How did... Okay, well, it bites the pot? The pot is hard as shit. What do you mean?
It bites the pot. And it will do 3 damage. After that, it will actually attack you with both of its 2 claws that seem to appear out of the sides. One slashing and the other slashing as well.
Does he have like pot health now?
Oh, hell.
Pots have unlimited health.
Well, I'm a pothead.
And
Sometimes pretty dumb.
Dreamer, what's your AC?
AC should be 0, but it's 14.
Cool, so one of its claws will actually miss the pot, maybe just nipping one of the leaves. The other one, however, will slash through one of the leaves, and that will do you for 3 damage.
3?
Yes. And then the last time, it will actually tussle out its tail and slap across you and attempt to hit you with its tail.
The heck?
And it will hit you for 3 damage.
Jeez Louise. Guy's insane, bro.
And with that, Zhor, your turn.
Okay. I go to attack the plant.
That's not a plant that's attacking Dreamer. It is a weird, aberrant-looking creature, alien. If you've seen, like, aliens, you can imagine one of those weird, like, creepy crawly things skittering over the floor.
I run to that creepy crawling thing.
Sure.
The map isn't loading for me, so I'm just gonna move, but I don't know.
You move next to it. You're good.
Okay. And then I pick up the pot and I hit the monster with the pot. Can I do that?
Dreamer, would you like to be used as a weapon?
You know, sure. I'll be used as a weapon. Use me.
Cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you can roll an unarmed attack.
Well, it's
It
actually
was armed. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
This pot has no status increases, so it is an unarmed strike with a pot.
Pot gains damage though.
Nope, it does not.
No, I'm made out of freaking Wakandian armor.
Conti. No, you are not.
Alright, let's hit him with the pot.
What'd you roll?
And in my
17?
flower voice,
He
I
rolled
scream.
1,000.
That will hit if you can roll for damage.
I just imagine myself as an anime.
Cool. So as you
Automatic damage.
hit it, it's gonna do 4 damage to whatever creature this is.
Okay. I then shoot it with lightning.
You gotta use the pot.
Come back to the pot.
It's the only way we're gonna beat this level.
Also,
Fine.
Dreamer, can you roll a d4 for me?
I'll roll a d4.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage from your friend using you as a fucking weapon.
Alright, don't use me. What the?
Sick.
It worked. It worked though.
You guys still cannot speak, so
We netted one.
I shoot
Rhogar.
it with lightning.
Rhogar,
Yes.
you're up. Yeah, you want to shoot it with lightning? Your friends are
All the
directly
lightning.
next to the pot. Keep that in mind. Considering
What does
your
that have to do with
ability shoots... I mean, you can shoot with lightning, but I would just reread your ability, just in case.
Okay.
As a helpful suggestion from a nice DM.
Moment, please.
1 minute later, I fire lightning anyway.
Most likely. I shoot it with my longbow.
Alright, you shoot it with your longbow. Can you roll for a hit for me?
Shoot it in lightning.
That will not hit. Your arrow will fly directly over the creature. Would you like to make any other actions this turn?
I shoot it again.
Nope. That is an action. You can do a bonus action, or you can move.
Can I use my inspiration and shoot again?
Nope. You can only use inspiration prior to rolling.
What's a bonus action? What kind of bonus action can I take?
It'll say bonus action on your actions tab.
Two weapon fighting. Never mind. I cannot do anything.
Cool. Would you like to move at all, or you good?
No, I'm chilling.
Cool. So with that, Olivia, your turn.
Okay. Look at Dreamer and see if he needs me to heal. Like, I motion if he needs me to heal him.
Dreamer cannot do anything.
But with his little flower.
My little flower hands a little bit.
He is incapacitated in every sense of the word. He cannot move, he cannot do anything, he cannot say anything, he cannot react in any kind of way.
But he can do damage if I swing him.
I mean, sure, but he also took damage from you swinging him.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to hit him.
Okay.
Whatever that is. And I will use my mace.
Sure, so you will have to run up to him in order to do this.
Okay.
And
Okay.
roll for hit. That will hit. Can you roll for damage?
What?
Reroll.
Oh no.
Cool. Yeah, you'll hit it, and it'll just kind of like smack it, and the creature will look up at me like. Anything else you would like to do this turn?
I can do more?
You have a bonus action, and you have some movement, I believe.
Okay. And then I will try to hit him again.
You cannot hit him again. Do you have a bonus action or something you can use? Hitting him again would be an action, not a
Okay.
bonus action. I don't even know if you have anything that could be a bonus action. Let me take a look. You have the ability to regain an expended spell slot as a bonus action. Other than that,
So, or like
that's all you can do.
regain the spell slot. So like if I use one, then I
If
can
you
have extra.
if you have used one, you can use it to regain one. Yes,
Okay, but I can use that later on.
anytime you want.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. So
Then
you're good.
okay. Yes.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Will, Chloe. Sorry.
Sup, bitch.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. Do you need me to move you here?
Oh.
Cool.
And I'm gonna say, damn you ugly. And then I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb. I'm gonna do I'm gonna conjure this ball of fire, and throw it at good old squirrel beast.
Sure. Can you cast that for me? I have no idea what it does. Oh, it's a hit. It's just a regular hit. Yeah, so you'll try to hit this thing and it will hit. Can you roll for damage?
Let's go.
And I'm just double checking something here. What type of damage did
Fire.
you... Fire.
Let's go!
A lot of damage. Cool. And just double checking something. Cool. Yeah, so what does this look like when you cast it for me?
It's just a little small sun.
A little small sun hurtles towards this being. As it does, you'll notice it lands on the being and starts expanding, ever-arching into this glorious flame that encompasses this being in fire. And you'll notice that this being will start to dissolve and melt from the fire and will return to a normal squirrel that then decides to hop off and run away. After doing that, you will all reappear back into Phandelver. This time, what appears to be normally. Everything seems to have dissipated, minus the sky is still a dark red. But you'll notice that people are walking by now and seem to acknowledge you, and as somebody walks by, they'll nod their heads, look at you, and you will all be standing around. And you'll also notice that your friend, Dreamer, has turned back into his normal self. And you're all standing around there as if nothing has happened.
Are you kidding me? I turned into a freaking dandelion in a pot.
You were chosen to become a dandelion. That's what the cards told us.
That's some BS.
Very happy that you came back, though.
Are you okay? Do you need help?
I think I need a therapist. I'm traumatized.
Well, we got ground to cover, so maybe after the journey.
I think we'll all need some peace.
Well, what
And-
are we doing?
Also, why is Chloe somehow a demon?
Can everyone re-roll perception for me?
Passive or normal?
Normal, please. Well, actually, no. Roll passive. Sorry.
There's a difference?
Well, we can't really roll passive.
What is everybody's passive?
My passive is 15.
What's that?
Mine is 14.
Oh, my passive is 13.
Where are you guys seeing this?
It's like on the left side, below the saving throws, and there's one that's called senses. Like a box on the left.
Oh, yeah, passive perception 12.
Zor, what's your passive?
How do you tell? Is it just the plus next to it?
No,
Oh,
you'll
it's
see
on the left side.
under
And
senses.
then under the saving throws, there's a second box.
Passive whiz
Perception. Yes.
12.
Excellent.
Cool. The only person who will notice something not odd, but weird, is Chloe. You'll notice that there's tinges of dark smoke that seem to lurk around your party. But over the course of the next 30 seconds, you'll start to see them dissipate.
Well. Alright.
Cool. What's your next move here?
Is there anyone around us that looks out of place, Billy?
Wait, can I see this? Or no?
Nope, you can't. You don't notice anything. Yeah, can you roll for perception for me this time?
Ooh. Oh,
Nope. Everything looks normal.
Well. Wasn't that fun?
What are you guys doing now? You guys just had a weird ass experience. You guys, so just the feeling of coming out of what just happened, you feel out of place, one might say. You feel uncomfortable. Many of you probably still have shivers down your spine from just what happened. There's definitely a feeling of weirdness about the entire party of what you just experienced.
Do you guys still see the red clouds, or is that just me?
You all see the red clouds still that are appearingly burning in the sky.
is there anyone around us?
Yeah, there's just a townsperson walking around. He's not somebody you met before. He seems to be pretty normal.
Can I ask you something, sir?
Why, yes! How's it going?
Can you look up the skies? Does everything seem normal to you up there?
I mean, it just looks like a sky to me. I don't know. There's a cloud over there that kind of looks like a bird, maybe?
What color is the sky for you?
What do you mean?
I'm colorblind. What color is the sky?
What do you mean, what color is the sky? I mean, it's just the normal blue that it's always been.
Alright. Well, I'm sorry. I have color blindness. I have to check now and then.
No, it's all good. I understand. You weird halfling folk have some weird ways. And he'll just keep walking.
Okay, so the sky is red for us. I guess. That's normal.
Dreamer the Chosen what?
Why is Dream?
What
do you
happened?
mean?
Why did we get into that?
Yeah, I don't freaking know, bro. It first started all chasing Chloe, bro. I mean, chosen one. What the heck? The only chosen thing I got is this was me in a plant in a freaking pot.
Did you guys see anything before we got sucked into the blackness?
Yeah, no, I didn't see anything.
What was it like being a plant?
Honestly, everything was still peaceful. And I mean, you know, disregarding the moment you bashed me on the head.
Well, why do you think the sky is red still?
I'm just as confused as you are, Chloe, I swear. Useless ass Timus.
I don't think my character would have any type of understanding of what's going on, so I don't think I could answer with any kind of logic.
I'm trying to think of who might know what just happened, and the only person that comes to mind is the elephant. Mr. Elephant Man.
You're talking about the Loxodon, correct?
Yep.
Are we gonna go find this motherfucker?
So should we just go to him?
Well, we don't really. He just wandered away. No one asked where he's going.
Can we roll a history check on this one?
I mean, there's no history check here. You just know that he talked to you guys had a great conversation, he told you some things, and then he left.
Well,
Yeah, I'm still be wild. I don't know. I don't understand how I get turned into a fucking tower.
well, I think we were just caught up in like some strange illusion. That'd be my guess.
Illusion. I feel like I'm freaking sore as fuck.
Well, there's no illusion when it comes to your friends using you as a weapon, huh?
Yeah, definitely no illusion there. I'm actually pretty injured right now. Actually,
No, that was an
you wanna-
illusion.
Olivia, you want to do any of your stuff to this poor man, flower man?
Does he remember being a pot?
Yes, all of you remember everything that just happened, including the fact that he was just a pot.
So then I tell him that it was Ragnar's idea.
Rhogar's?
Rhogar's, there we go.
What?
To use him as a weapon.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. I got approval.
You will also notice that it is pretty close to nighttime, as it was before you entered whatever just happened. As a reference point.
Do you think Sister Hua would know anything about this? Something tells me no. But you know,
Seems like
Yeah.
one of those things you just kind of forget and don't talk about.
I mean, the only magical thing we've talked about, like, the past couple days has been the magical tomb that the witch knows about. Well, didn't the witch that Sister Hua said we should go meet know something about some super crazy magical book?
Yeah.
This just seems like some super crazy shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it was magic, so I guess we should just go to Sister Gariel to go ask her.
I think she hates me.
Oh, she doesn't have the book. It's the witch that knows about the book.
Oh, you mean Agatha?
Yeah, whatever her name is. The one with the comb. I don't know. There's a comb.
Yeah, yeah. I guess, yeah. We should find her. But it's dark, so I don't know if you guys want to rest.
Let's
especially-
go fucking take a nap.
Okay. And
Cool.
where are we taking a nap?
Where do you guys
Just
go?
you?
We're gonna go to the inn. We're gonna go back to bed.
I go back to bed.
Everybody good with that? Heading to the inn?
I mean, I would say one of us should look out for red brands, but at this point, I feel like we have bigger fish to fry.
Cool. Yeah, you guys will head to the inn. Chloe, as you're walking, you will notice that there is what appears to be some type of meal that seems familiar to you, but not necessarily... doesn't really spark interest necessarily. You just notice that it is something or you've seen recently. Well,
A meal?
no, meal. Meal. M-U-L-E.
A
Meal.
mule that I've seen before but doesn't spark interest.
Not necessarily. I mean, you're more
Some-
interested in your rocks anyway, so.
Some would call that an ass and pass.
If you, I'll allow you to roll a history here if you'd like to think that you try to remember. I'm just saying your character wouldn't necessarily be interested in it, but.
I love mules.
Sure. Yeah, you recognize this as the mule that you saw on the roll when you ran into the merchants, coming from Neverwinter. And with that, we will wrap up with you guys heading into the inn for the night. Well, what an adventure, guys! That was an interesting session, to say the least. How does everybody feel? We'll do some stars and wishes before we close out here. Who wants to go first?
I have no idea what happened. So confused.
This session was a scam.
I find it pretty cool, like what was happening in the beginning, and then it just got like really weird. And I have no idea how we ended up here, and like no one remembers how we ended up here, so it's like just hard to process or remember what was happening or like how we even got there. So that was like the hard part.
I think it would have been beneficial if someone remembered who walked away and, started the whole thing.
There is one character who would have noticed this. But nobody can remember it, so it is what it is.
Just have a note that says someone snaps their fingers and Chloe yells.
Yep, somebody remembers seeing the person who snapped their fingers, but... It's all good. Okay, stars and wishes. Who wants to go first?
I want to go first. I wish that there was more counterplay. This was OP. I am a big fan of being able to enact choice. I feel like I felt a bit helpless, which is fine in modicum, but I felt like there was a lot of helplessness. Couldn't identify a pattern. Couldn't really figure out anything to do other than just take luck by the wheel, and it lasted a little too long for my liking. But I think we all RP'd it well. We handled it well. Good job, team.
Fair enough. It is a it is an interesting encounter nonetheless, and the feeling of helplessness was intentional for this purpose. Cool. Any next stars and wishes?
Okay, I can go next.
Okay.
Like I said, I found it pretty cool in the beginning, like, oh, you pick a card and there's stars, and it's like, oh, it doesn't seem as like it seemed harmless, and then, like, we tried all these other ways to do it, like pick cards instead of the chosen one and whatever, and then all of a sudden he turned in the plan and we don't understand how that even happened. But again, like what Will said, like helplessness, and I want to understand, like, I kind of wish we remembered the little small details before we even entered that, and none of us remember it, which kind of sucks. So I kind of wish we took notes for that. And I don't know, like, it was just, I want to know what the significance is, but we just are very clueless at the moment. It was pretty cool, but then also, like, it was just, we were trying everything. We were trying to go as far as we could, or like shoot an arrow, but like it just seemed there was nothing that we can really do other than just go through what was presented to us, which is just we had to keep picking cards.
Fair. I mean, I never said you had to continue picking the cards. They just presented themselves to you.
But there was nowhere to escape. Like, we tried, like, running to the edge where there's no edge. Like, there's a wall. Like, it was just... We felt like we didn't know what to do at that point, so it was kind of hard.
Fair.
I don't know if there was an actual way out. I don't know if there was a way to just stop, because, like...
I mean,
it just seemed like we had one way, and that was it.
It ended at the end. Cool. Is that it for you, Jay?
Yeah, but I'm glad, like, everyone survived, and, like, Will did his really cool firepower that destroyed the monster squirrel, so I was glad it just didn't harm too much, so that was okay. But that's it.
Sweet. We're gonna go with Adam. Rhogar.
think everyone did pretty well. I think we're getting better at combat, clearly. Especially Chloe, who's somehow a magical ninja.
What do you mean
thing.
better at combat? I've always been good at combat.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think I was there for all of your fights, so
That is true. You were not.
this is interesting. That she has crazy ass powers. We have not relied on them necessarily, so it's good to notice. Wishes, I don't know. Are we like not figuring things out very quickly? I just kind of, maybe we could get like some feedback, because like in that situation, like what are we doing wrong? Really?
In this particular situation, there was nothing that... It was up to the fate of the dice. So... Honestly, it's a really hard situation to A, discover the meaning of, and B, discover exactly what the cards are and where they come from, and that's intentional for the lore of this particular object that occurred. I will say this is a subplot, not the main plot. So you guys actually are doing great, main plot-wise. This is like just a different thing that's happening for specific reasons. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm trying to be as helpful. Like, you guys did well in trying to decipher the meaning of it. There will be more opportunities to figure out why this is happening.
And that's kind of it. I think we did pretty well. I just think that there's situations where we don't really know what we're doing, and I don't necessarily know if that's because we're being dumb or because we haven't done this before. But
I mean, you guys are getting much better at, like, reading the situation and being able to understand, like, what should I be trying to do or trying to do to understand the situation. This one had a very high DC. Difficulty class. To be able to understand why was happening, what was happening. So that's why, like, it was not obvious to anyone. Cool. Is that it for you, Rhogar?
yeah,
Who wants to go next? 2 more people.
I can go.
Sure.
Woo, sheesh. Okay. Well, thanks to Will for blasting my ass in the beginning about my notes. So I took detailed notes this session. So I'm excited to start off on the right foot next session. Let's see. I think some things that went well. I think we coordinated pretty well. I think we were pretty flexible as a group this time around. You know, not a lot of arguing, a lot of testing limits, and also just I think it was fun. Like this round was definitely fun. Everyone was kind of like just poking, you know, Will was poking me with his magic hand. Dean wanted to use me as, you know, as a freaking tool. And then, you know, over here Adam's trying to do shit with me, but he can't because he's weak. So you know, not him, his
really
characters.
next time.
So I found it pretty hilarious, pretty fun, enjoyable this time around. And then the storyline, very interesting. As Will stated, like, you know, it was a lot to just go off of luck. Not a lot of options, at least in our opinion. If there was, then we'd probably have to think about that a little bit more. But it was very abstract, you know. I think going forward, I'd want to see the group kind of get into that a little bit more. Kind of, I don't know how though, right? Because if none of us remember like literally anything from the past session, or it's kind of hard to really dive into things like that. Like this session, right? You know, there's like that tree that Olivia almost knew but didn't really know, and then we had just like I don't know weird encounters or weird things. But I did enjoy the content, so thank you for that, Billy. Also, something that I'd want to see in the future, probably, definitely the map, Billy. White maps are great and all, but I'd love to see the map.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you guys to roll that specific encounter, so it was interesting to me.
It's good. It's good. I mean, that's it for me at the moment, so it's gonna be it. I'll pass it to the last person.
I guess for me, one of the things I liked was it was much more upbeat from my last time when I remember doing it. So I liked that. Everyone was kind of, I guess, in higher spirits and joking around while also trying to get the job done. So that's something I appreciate. Something I wish would kind of be implemented more would just be kind of, I guess, more, like everyone else is saying, more being able to do more in situations. Not just in this one, but I guess in general. Like, I have all these skills. I don't think I've used acrobatics once or any of these other skills. Like, it'd be nice to have a situation where I could roll for that or, like, think outside the box and use something like that to solve one of these problems. But, like, in every situation, it's just, like, perception. Like, it's kind of the same skills over and over and over again. And it's just nice to see, like, I don't know, a bit more variety in how I can tackle a situation. Otherwise, like, I don't see the use in me having +4 acrobatics at all at any point in the story for anything ever. Unless I'm on a tightrope, which is not going to happen. So,
yeah.
Like, just more usage of those skills for me would make it seem like, okay, maybe this is how it's used in the game. So when I go in to play another game in the future, I kind of understand it better, or just so like I understand the game more, not just like the story part.
For sure. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Cool. And I will say that there will be opportunities for you to utilize other skills. I will say perception is the one that is most used constantly throughout D&D. The reasoning for that, mainly it's to perceive things, right? Like as you're walking around, if you're curious about something, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to something, you want to see if there's anything odd about. That's really what perception is, to be honest. So you will see that utilized a lot. There are going to be many other opportunities for you to utilize other things too. Obviously, persuasion was used a lot in the past. That's going to be a consistent thing that you guys are going to use. Acrobatics, stuff like that is going to be utilized just on different maps, right? Obviously, right now, like the map you were just on, there was no height gain. There's no way to utilize that effectively, but there will be opportunities that you'll have to use it to be in certain situations. I think for me, Star, you guys did great. Like, watching you roleplay out this was very entertaining and great. Like, you guys played into the situation, and you guys were communicating with each other and playing your characters very well, so awesome job on that. I think wish for me is just, like, again, making sure that you keep track of things. By the way, the person... I will message the person afterwards who forgot this crucial information, just so you already have a heads up, but I don't want to call them out. But yeah, just like make sure you're keeping track of things. Like that's a key information piece that is not necessarily vital to the story, so I didn't feel inclined to tell it, but it is something that would have informed you about like where whatever